both South America and North America. Because I think one should consider the entire Atlantic basin. But having said that, it should be a long-term project, not short-term project. And as former President of Nigeria said yesterday, it should be both quick and long-term at the same time. So in terms of quick, we should be thinking of what are specific areas where there could be cooperation, where both sides of the continents could gain. There could be win-win situation, so that there are some immediate yields where people on both sides of the continent can see benefits. And yet, one should have a long-term vision where people can be inspired. By people, I mean countries, leaders, but also private sector and individuals, and cities and states. So that's a big challenge. How do you create a vision which will inspire countries, their leaders, their institutions, their mayors, their private sector people? And in this respect, I think one should take lessons from European Union. They started in very concrete terms with a coal and steel reunion. And look where they are today. They have the largest trade of any regional group in the world, more than 60% intra-regional trade. They have cooperation in all kinds of areas, in finance. They even have a political reunion. They deal with the rest of the world in foreign policy, in energy, in climate change, in regulation. But that took a while. It took 50 years to get here. But the vision started by saying, how would they prevent another war? Fortunately, you don't have that kind of a problem. But there are problems, like smuggling, drug trade. That's very concrete. Both sides should be interested in that. Africa is deficit in food, while Latin America is surplus in food. Why not start with that? It's just an idea. There is cooperation between Caribbean countries and parts of Latin America. There's common language between Brazil and Angola. So one has to find specific areas where there could be immediate ways of cooperation while keeping the long term. I think, for example, the election of President Lula provides an opportunity to cooperate in climate change, in forest protection. He's very interested in Amazonia, protecting Amazonian forests. You have a huge Congo basin. There's an international agreement in protecting the three basins, Amazon, Congo, and the basin in Southeast Asia around Indonesia. Why can't that be an area where there could be cooperation along the Atlantic? Just some concrete idea like coal and cement in case of European Union, while keeping the broader cooperation on the table. Maybe there is something there that under the G20 presidency of President Lula could take an initiative as a side deal between Western Africa and the other side of Atlantic. It doesn't have to be all the countries, could be some of the countries. And then you expand it over long term. So I think it's a great idea. And Morocco could be the intermediary.
Thank you so much.